WEFM.com. WEFM News online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Courts have you covered, best believe. Courts Ready Cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, you already know. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, always ready when you're ready. Let's go.
Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene. On Tuesday, June 7th, 2022, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines entered into a contractual agreement with NH International Caribbean Limited for the construction of the Holiday Inn Express Hotel at Diamond. During the contract signing ceremony, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, while providing an overview of the hotel project that would be a 92-room facility constructed at a cost of $52 million, said that Vincentians hired during the construction of the hotel will benefit from an effective transfer of skills.
When they went to Dominica to do work, they had gotten Dominicans to develop skills in particular areas. So they're going to use some of them here. But what they want to do in addition to hiring the Vincentians is to make sure that there's an effective transference of skills. This is why I used the word earlier about effective, because they will then be able to use some of the Vincentians who work on this project to go on other projects because they would have been developing the skills. And I think that is the way in which Caribbean companies should function. That's us all, in addition to doing the product, doing the building, they make some money, but they also transfer skills. Everybody would win and we all develop together.
CEO of NH International Caribbean Limited, Mr. Kit Kennedy, also made brief comments before the signing of the contracts, focusing on the values of his company and its intention to being a truly Caribbean entity.
We have embarked actively in the last year on an internship program where we bring into our fore engineers from across the Caribbean, architects now from across the Caribbean, QSs from across the Caribbean, because we think, based on what we are seeing, we need to make sure that there's continuity between this generation and the next generation in terms of how we develop skill sets. What we have found in a lot of instances is that the resources that we have to buy them. When I say buy them, import them from overseas. And we have to take a stance on making sure that we provide opportunities through learning, first and foremost, so that in another 3 to 5 years, we can say that we are fully and totally a Caribbean outfit employing Caribbean people across the Caribbean.
The construction of the Holiday Inn Express is expected to last approximately 18 months and at its peak employ in excess of 120 construction workers. Over 700 derelict vehicles have been collected by the Central Water and Sewerage Authority, the CWSA, since 2017. This is according to the CWSA's Solid Waste Manager, Winsbert Quo, who made the disclosure during his appearance on the Issues at Hand program. Mr. Quo, during the interview, explained the importance of the removal of these derelict vehicles as well as their negative impact.
Derelict vehicles cause a problem for the environment. They are public health hazard. One, they're harborage for rats, roaches. They have a health and safety issue as well. You have these rusty derelicts in some communities that can cause harm to our vulnerable populace, especially the children. They are road safety problem, and they also contribute to disaster vulnerability in that, in the event of a storm event, these lightweight vehicles on the road can become missiles. They damage property and life, and they can block drains and so forth as well. And finally, they also detract from the aesthetics of our country, which negatively impacts our tourism product.
Mr. Quo then goes on to discuss what takes place after the vehicles have been collected by the CWSA.
We take them to our diamond landfill currently, and we invested in a compactor unit where we compact them into cubes, 3x3 cubes. That program, we started to set it up in 2021. We're still setting it up. It's not complete. We want to put in a scale unit where we will be able to weigh those compacted vehicles and have them shipped out through private sector connections to send overseas for recycling. Why we want to do that? We want to preserve our landfill space. You know, the diamond landfill was commissioned in 2002 with a 20-year lifespan. So now we're in 2022, right? So technically we should be out of space. No, I think we've done some programs to divert waste from the landfill, and we want to continue to do so we can extend it for another 20 years. So this is one of those initiatives. Derelict vehicles cause a problem for the environment.
That was the CWSA's Solid Waste Manager, Winsbert Quo, speaking on WEFM's Issues at Hand program. Still on the local scene, a St. Lucian government delegation led by the Minister of Commerce, Manufacturing, Business Development, Cooperatives and Consumer Affairs and Chairperson of the Cannabis Task Force, Emma Hippolyte, will visit St. Vincent and the Grenadines today, June 8th to Friday, June 10th. According to Minister of Agriculture, Subota Caesar, the objective of the visit is to share information on the development of the cannabis sector in St. Lucia. Both countries will benefit from joint investment and capacity building, noted Minister Caesar. The contingent, which also comprises of Mr. Dylan Norbert Inglis, Deputy Chairperson Mr. Vern Emmanuel PRO, and Mr. Andrew Decides, a task force member, will meet with traditional cultivators and members of the Rastafarian community and will pay a courtesy call to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph E. Gonsalves. On to news in the region. Health officials in the Bahamas have confirmed that they are monitoring the territory's first potential case of monkeypox. Bahamian Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville told the media that the suspected case is a man who is in his 40s that arrived in New Providence on a British Airways flight a few days ago. That individual is being treated in isolation and we are being updated on a regular basis on the improvements, he said. Samples have been taken to be sent to a lab for confirmation of the man's diagnosis. The minister noted his contacts were limited and any spread is under control. If confirmed, the Bahamas would be the first Caribbean state with a case of monkeypox. There are over 100 confirmed cases of monkeypox across the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Western Europe, and Australia. Jamaica will transition from a constitutional monarchy to a parliamentary republic by the next general election, which is constitutionally due in 2025. This is according to the Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Marlene Malahu Forte. She gave the timeline on Tuesday during her contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives. The goal is to ultimately produce a new constitution of Jamaica, enacted by the Parliament of Jamaica to inter alia establish the Republic of Jamaica as a parliamentary republic, replacing the constitutional monarchy and affirming our self-determination and cultural heritage, Malahu Forte said. She told the House that to get the work done, she is in the process of establishing a constitutional reform committee, which will have at least 2 members of the parliamentary opposition on board. On the international scene, Italy is now warning that millions of people could die of hunger unless Russia frees up Ukraine's ports on the Black Sea. Blocking grain exports means holding hostage and condemning to death millions of children, women, and men, said Italy's Foreign Minister Luigi Di Maio over a meeting that included other Mediterranean countries and the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization. Di Maio added that the next few weeks would be crucial. His words are the latest reflection of international worry caused by Ukraine's inability to export food at the normal rate. As you've been hearing, the country is one of the world's top producers of grain. Russia denies its invasion is sparking a global food crisis. Its own foreign minister says the responsibility is now with Ukraine to demine waters and round its ports to let ships set sail safely. And finally, in sports, legendary India batter Mithali Raj has announced her retirement from international cricket. The 39-year-old retires as the all-time leading run scorer in women's one-day internationals with 7,805 runs at an average of 50.68. The right-hander scored 114 not out on her ODI debut against Ireland in 1999 at just 16 years of age. She remains India's highest run scorer in women's T20 internationals, having retired from the format in 2019. Raj took over the captaincy in 2005 and is the only India captain, male or female, to have led the side in 2 World Cup finals. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Courts have you covered, best believe. Courts Ready Cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, you already know. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, always ready when you're ready. Let's go.
Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
That could have been you.